this from this. Stay tuned, I'll show you a quick and easy and smelly way to do amazing and simple electro etchings. Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'm back again to do another video, and today I'm just going to show how to do the super simplest, easiest way of etching metal. Now, probably in some videos of years past I did some etching on a Thor hammer, and that's what I'm doing again today, but this time it's going to be on aluminum. Alright, so this is basically my setup. I have the metal piece I'm etching. I have the little, this goes the ground wire. This is the liquid, and this is more the liquid. So what this is a head for a Thor hammer I'm doing. This is the aluminum piece. I have it clamped down to a plate that goes to the, actually this is the hot wire going to the car battery charger. All this piece is, it's for screen printing for a t-shirt. I went to a local screen shop, screen t-shirt printing shop, and I brought him a black and white piece, translucent paper, and he did this for me. I got about four to six copies of this one piece, and this colored area is actually eaten through. It's just a super fine silk screen, so the electrical signal can go through onto the metal. It's almost like stiff paper, plastic kind of. Pretty cool stuff. It can do a real intricate design, just like I'm doing here with the weave. Then over here, now this is just a car battery charger that I bought on Amazon, about 150 to 200 bucks. I like cranking out at 12 volts, 225 amps. That works best for me. Now, a different type of metal, you can lower this one down. This even goes at 6 volts, 40 amps, has a timer, or you can just turn it on. Plugs into a normal 120 volt outlet, and I have it hooked up here. You can see with the hot wire going to the metal plate, the ground wire going to this handheld control module. So, a question somebody might have: what if you're not doing aluminum and you're doing steel or carbide or titanium? Well, this is a solution I used in the past. You can probably look this up online. It's how I looked up online. They even have a phone number here. This stuff works fantastic for just this. I use it only on steel, but it says titanium and carbide. I'd recommend wearing a mask while doing this. That's what I'm doing for the aluminum. This one for the steel had almost no smell at all. Nothing. This one for the aluminum, it's atrocious. It smells like burning rotten eggs. So this is a drip pan I have to collect the solution instead of just letting it waste and go into the floor. Stuff doesn't weigh very much, or very much. Costs very much. I think I only spent maybe 20 bucks on that whole pint. But I don't see the point in wasting it, especially when it's just fine material. So let me go through the process here of what I do to get this etched. So one of the first things I do, I get about, these are just the blue paper towels you get from any hardware store or Home Depot. I cut out 8 to 12 of them, however I need, about this size, as long as it covers it. I get some rubber gloves for my hands. I don't want this stuff on my fingers. And I wear a mask, but right now I'll just forfeit the mask and stick with the smell, in spite of it being horrendous. So also, as you're going about this, get a box of gloves. I like the black nitrile. I also get these paper towelettes, roll of blue paper towels from Home Depot, Lowe's, GW, that's local. Any hardware store, Ace Hardware, heck, maybe even local grocery store, I don't know. I've tried the white ones, and they just don't seem to have the right properties of holding the liquid to where you can etch as well. So ditch those dumb things. These are really good. I love these things. They seem to have a paper cell within the like a paper cell membrane, and it holds the liquid really well and allows you to do a lot more etching, or a lot more time in etching. All right, so here goes. I'm gonna turn on the battery charger. Let's bust it out now. Remember, I've tried both ways. I've tried this being positive and the plate being negative. It didn't seem to work really well. So it has something to do with the direction of the current, I think. I don't know the exact explanation, but that's what I've seen happen, is it seems to work better when this is negative and that's positive. Okay, so I line this thing up. I have it lined up exactly on the bottom, and then I just use blue tape to get it held. This part gets really hot because of the electrical discharge going on underneath. So the tape, everything dries out underneath the tape and it holds really, really good. Okay, so just ooze this sucker on. Again, you get this stuff online. Here's a close-up of the aluminum. Now you can look this exact same thing up online and probably find it. I just found mine on eBay. Okay, so this is oozed up. Try to make sure this thing's relatively clean. I clean it every once in a while. Sand it off to get the carbon or gunk or whatever it is, I don't know. You can probably hear this. It's like electrical discharge noise. It smells wonderful. Now I just keep doing this. This stuff gets blacker and blacker and blacker and blacker because something's burning here. Whatever. There we go. So it kind of reaches a point where it's just no good, even if I put more liquid. Stuff looks like grape juice, but it does not smell like grape juice. So it just kind of doesn't seem to work as good. So then, go down. I actually did this opposite. Okay. So this is kind of I'm doing this rag thing backwards. So basically, the best thing is to start at the top and then work down. So I'll demonstrate this in a little bit. I'll go through this. Get another. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Glad the internet doesn't broadcast smells. Oh my gosh, it's bad. I'd be wearing a mask otherwise. Whew. Okay. So the best way I've found is to start with the paper towel like that. The way all this liquid drips down, it's pre-wetted. And you can just merely, I'll stop talking and do it. Okay. So then what I do, grab this little towel, get the sticker, and it's not a sticker, get the thing here. That way this is all pre-wetted, and just move up. A little bit more solution, it's running out. Try not to breathe. Now it seems to me that I'm not doing an etching that's too light. I want to do something that's a little bit deeper, so that I can polish it and the etching remains. So it seems to me that after about two or so of these towels that I've used up, so doing maybe these, if I go 4 times on this, 8, I'm just guessing, 8 times, that the etching is substantially good. I can polish it, I can hit it with steel wool, very fine sandpaper, and it won't rub out. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. So I think it's probably the point to be made here is that this is pretty darn easy to do. And let me see. For the reveal. Alright, so it's still bubbling a little bit. You kind of see that, and now it's pulling apart. That's the heat. This piece is all warmed up, nice and warm. Now that's going to fizz and everything. Let me get a little paper towel here and wipe it off. That's going to fizz because it's drying off. But the etching is fairly well done. You can polish that, clean it up, and it looks slick. So as for this guy, I just scratch made it. I just have this handy bolt here, and it's a flat piece of steel, and I tack welded some on the back. This is a piece of plastic Delrin I machined on the lathe. But really, you could just alligator clip this wire onto a, I don't know, angle steel, or even just steel. I used to be using just like a 2-inch by 2-inch square. I do this every so often, so I wanted to make something that would be very easy to use. But I like the plastic the plastic barrier between the metal, so you're not touching them with voltage, and always wearing gloves. It doesn't disconnect, and it runs directly into the alligator clip on the machine. So this is the first one I did. Pretty darn nice, and I didn't add any kind of paint or stain, nothing. This is a little more clear, you can see, and I polished this with steel wool with like a 400 grit sandpaper. Does a great job. Now you can add colors into this, and you could easily feel this with your fingers. It is a nice etching into this aluminum. This is all top sanded with 400 grit. But it did a fantastic job. Now here is just a little bit clean. You can probably get some denatured alcohol and clean it. Yeah, it's very impressive. I mean, what can you say? It's a good job. It's easy to do, easy to work. Okay, well, if you like this video, please click subscribe and click that like button, and go check out my other videos of other projects I've done in the past, and I'll be making new videos coming, more interesting fun stuff. So catch you on the next one. Take care. Thanks everybody.